This call is now being recorded.
Yo! What's up, man?
What's up? Out here living a dream. As always.
I am. Yep, same here.
Yeah.
I was tuning into the latest Raw chat. I was like, oh, I'll be damned. What do you do?
Yeah, I saw you dropped it yesterday, I guess.
Yep.
Well, I saw it this morning, but I was like, oh, you didn't work Monday or Tuesday, so at least you didn't check in anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I told her I realized that when I was laying down to actually get some sleep before coming in last night or whatever, I was like, oh shit, I never checked in on any places. So
yeah,
but
that's why I don't use that shit anymore, because I always fucking forget. So it's like,
Yep. I mean, I still, even if I wasn't working, if once I get to the point where I can come out of the job entirely and stuff, which would be a while, but I would still probably check in places depending on where, because there's a lot of places around us. I don't know if I would check in everywhere. It'd be like, hey, I went to Culver's, went to Quick Trip, went to Culver's again.
Yeah.
went to the grocery store. Hey,
Yeah. They check in at unique places, not somewhere you go every day. I get that.
Or if I'm gonna, get Chinese. That's why because I had to add our home on Swarm or whatever. So basically, I just call it, because being that it's a house, I thought, that's why pretty much, yep. Well, because I was like, I want to make it I don't want to make it obvious that's like a home, like a house. So I was like, yeah, just call it base. That sounds good.
Yeah, mine's called Middle Hill. Because it's the Middle Hill on the,
Yep.
So yeah, you gotta be creative with it.
Yep. Yeah.
Just like naming your internet,
Yep.
Instead of leaving it like X1234 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever comes by with the from the provider.
Yeah, I had a Verizon, so it's like VZW978 or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Man.
6789. Well, you got to rename it something fun. Like Sophia's place.
Yep.
Because she's the center of attention, so she's the.
Or we see something where it's like FBI surveillance van or some other.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
I'm still working on trying to, because our garage door actually, it's one of those smart garages where I can connect my phone to it on the app or whatever. But I've got one of the garages, like the right side garage where the Buick is parked. That one I've got connected, on my phone with the app, but the other one it still. When I try to set it up, it says it shows another email address. It's like, hey, so we see that such email address is still registered on this. Do you recognize this email? I'm like, no, I don't. And you can't just. I mean, there's steps you can go through to try to reset it, but when I tried to do that, I fucked it up. So me and Bug had to go through the little, because none of the as we've got an inside button you can push when you're coming out from inside the house.
Yeah.
But then there's, right outside the garage, there's a little keypad you can type a code in to open the garage too.
Yeah.
And when I was trying to, reset it, I guess I fully erased everything, because all of a sudden the inside button would work, but technically the outside button wouldn't even work, or the inside switch. I had fully reset it, so we're all like, fuck. So Zoe went out there, was all going through the different steps to program it, and then took a few attempts, but then she's like, all right, try the button. So I tried the button, and of course the garage opened. Like, hey, cool. But then I realized a few days later that, because we have the remotes you can put in your cars too, that one, it opens the right side of the garage, but again, it doesn't open the one that I had erased. I'm like, crap, shit. So I can get rid of that email address, but I have to call customer service for it, I think.
Yeah.
You know, but
Like I say, you don't have one in your RAM, like built into the visor, like I do.
well,
What's that come with
I
that
don't.
one?
It probably does, but I've got the little control that has a little
Yeah,
metal
you
thing
got
on the
the
back. You
actual
clip it.
remote. Yeah.
Yeah, you clip it to your thing. I don't think I have, because I know I have a couple of compartments in the RAM, but I don't know if it's like, because I know a lot of those, like growing up, we had some cars that would have that little compartment, and it was basically you put a remote up in there, and then that button would push it. It's the ones that we had, you know. So I don't know. It's been on my list of things to try to call customer service to take care of, but I'm like, I'm not really too worried about it at the moment, but you know. At least we can still, I mean, we can still use the keypad outside, get in, so it's not like a big deal.
Yeah.
And if I want to open one side, I can just use the right side, just open that one and come in that way.
Yeah. Well, it's funny when they first started putting those in vehicles. We had this one guy he had a brand new Grand Prix, Pontiac Grand Prix, like it was brand new. He had the thing in there. He programmed it to open up the bay door at the firehouse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like a signal thing. You got to be close to it or whatever, and you cycle through the signals. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like back then. You know, this is back in the early 2000s or whatever. You know. Yep. So it's like you're hanging out or whatever, and then the door opens, and then this guy walks. You know. He walks in like, oh, you fucking idiot. Too lazy to punch in the code to the door. You know, to walk in the man door, you know, you got to open up the bay door. Like a prick.
Yep.
No, it was funny.
Hell, I do too, I think.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Gonna come in here the easy way, man.
Yeah. I mean, we had to, had to punch in a 4 or 5 digit code to get in the regular door.
Yeah.
That was before now they have like key fobs or whatever on your keychain. You just RFID.
Yep.
Man, it's all fancy. And of course, I never got to experience that. I left like way before they put that shit in.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. No, it's funny, like all this technology, and they do have it for trucks. You know what I mean? Like the key fobs and stuff. But like my company, they want no drivers to have that shit, which is dumb. But I think that's just my.
You mean like just the basic ones or the?
Yeah, the
trucks
like that lock and unlock the doors.
Oh yeah.
But they don't want the drivers to have them.
I wonder why. Because you'd be less likely
I have no idea.
To lock yourself out or whatever. Keep that key fob.
Well, it's pretty impossible to lock yourself out of these trucks. The problem is that you actually physically have to put the key in the door to lock it. And maybe they're worried that if the driver has it on them, they'll accidentally lock themselves out or whatever. You know what I mean? If they have that key fob or whatever, but it's because you could tell the driver blue in the face, like keep it shit in your pocket. Don't leave it in the truck. You know what I mean? They'll end up locking themselves out.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed, especially with these.
But you should always have a spare key in your pocket. Always.
Like with these
you
ones,
know what happens when you don't, right?
Oh yeah, I've experienced that.
Oh, I know.
I
mean, that wasn't your assigned truck that you had that day, was it?
Let's see. Tried.
Or there was supposed to be a spare key on the outside, and there wasn't.
No, that one there is a. I think that was. I can't remember if that was one with my my regular truck or not. It was. I think so. I think it was, but it was a Freightliner, so it had the little pop up thing on the side of the door that I think it was during winter time too, where I kind of had to reach out to try to reach around because where you can't reach that part of the windshield, from the ground. So I was trying to because there was ice and whatnot built up on the windshield. So I was reaching out there trying to knock some shit off before I got out there to try to use the squeegee on it. And I guess when I climbed out of the truck with the window, with the window down, I I guess I knocked it down. So
yeah.
But then of course I rolled the fucking window back up before I closed the door. So I was good. If I left the window down, I would have been fine. But get out, roll the window up, close the door, scrape off all the shit, pull the handle. Fuck. It's and stand up on the side and look at my phone on the dash. Shit. Not knowing what to do because I can't exactly make a phone call for help.
Yeah.
My boss actually, I think at one point, I think I'd been there for 2 or 3 hours at that point trying to get in, and he actually called the pilot I was at, and so I'm kind of out there looking at stuff the unlock kit or whatever, and one of the cashiers goes, "Is your name Blodgett?" Yeah. He goes, "Oh, someone on the phone for you." Oh crap! I got his phone. He's like, "What did you guess? You left your phone in the truck?" I was like, "Yes, sir, I did."
Mhm. Headset too.
Yep.
You got your headset on, you could just have it call. Hey, call fuckface.
Calling fuckface.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yep. So.
Shit.
And he was like, I got a tow truck en route on its way to you. I'm like, oh cool, all right. He's like, because even he's old, there should be a spare, check under here, check under there. I'm like, there's nothing.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. There's spare keys not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because every
yeah.
Everybody
that's why I kind of
your truck.
Yeah. Kind of one of the things I like about where I'm at now currently is I'm not just told stuff,
Yeah.
Jimmy often, it's one of those things. Anytime I talked about him on the podcast, I try to throw it out there, and if you're one of the national drivers, if you listen to this, I'm not complaining about Jimmy. He's a nice guy. He's cool. He's a dude.
Yeah.
But
sure.
A lot of things that that disclaimer just because hey, by the way, gotta turn the GPS back to just the alerts because literally I'm at that point where I'm at the roundabout, whatever. So anytime I'm on the phone with you and we come to this part and it starts screaming in my ear, going, "Oh shit! Ow! Get my freaking ear, man! I can't hear now. Blew my eardrum."
We need to hear for you.
You
don't need to hear nothing. Yeah.
But he would tell me a bunch of stuff, and the majority of that stuff wouldn't happen. Hey, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna take care of this over the weekend, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna fix this problem on the truck, and then you'd come in and that problem would still be the same. Or hell, even when I was coming up on my last couple of days there, I think when I was running Friday, when I was running my last Friday and my last Saturday, he texted me. I was sitting at Love's. I think I was going to East Chat or something. But he texted me when I was at Love's getting food and whatever. And I was like, hey, by the way, go ahead fill up before midnight tonight because I'm gonna be switching out the fuel cards, be putting in the RFID, whatever. And oh, cool, all right. He's not gonna be doing that tomorrow. All right, sweet, I was
done.
It's can I fuel at Love's tonight? Because I'm kind of here taking a break. He's like, no, not yet. Like, okay. That's when I went another 30 miles and basically stopped at Pilot and got my last Pilot fuel on,
Mm-hmm.
But came in the next night to run my last night. Still had the original fuel cards in there. So all right, But your communication with Rex or whatever. Not to mention not just dealing with Rex, but
He T-Rex? Come on.
Yeah.
Call him
Yep.
T for short?
Yep.
That's good.
Or D-Rex, if you've seen the new Jurassic World.
Mm-mm.
Man, whew, holy crap. I went ahead and took the fam. Not only we have a lot of restaurants and stuff, like, really close by, we have, like, Casey's and Quick Trip and, Starbucks and, like, Burger King. I mean, we have it all, like, literally right there next to us. I'm like, yeah, we kind of, like, picked a good spot to move to. A lot of places. We don't have to worry about, like, because, we found a good Chinese buffet. It's, like, a couple exits down from us or whatever.
Okay.
They have good sushi or whatever, too. So it's, like, one of those, a lot of choices to choose from as far as when you go there. But, so, the other day I was like, hey, what do you guys think about going to see a movie? Initially, like, and I was saying, like, yeah, I would love to see the Jurassic World, but Aaron was like, well, we kind of want to see, obviously I want to see How to Train Your Dragon, and Zoe voted for Dragon, and it was like,
yeah, you all seen
care.
that before. Who's
Well,
live action?
Oh, yeah, well. So,
sorry, go ahead.
So we were leaning towards that one, but then Aaron made a comment about, like, well, I thought we'd go see Jurassic World, because obviously, we're going to see the dragon. I'm going to get the merchandise and stuff, because I always do. And like, all right, well, I was like, so we took Alex to see the Jurassic World, too, because he's a big dinosaur buff. But, of course, we were like, we had his headphones that's noise canceling because he gets really overwhelmed if it's, like, too loud. So we had those, and we had a like a T-Rex plush, for him to
naturally
hold on to in case he gets scared or whatever. And of course, like, it was a good movie, but there were moments of that where I heard him all of a sudden, like, scream down there and cry. Of course, so he was sitting on Allie's lap cuddling with her. It wasn't like the whole movie itself wasn't scary. It was just obviously when you then have the big ass dinosaurs appear and start like ripping somebody in half, and say, oh fuck, all right. Or they're getting like right up on the camera or whatever. So like I was sitting next to Zoe, and after a couple points, I looked over at Zoe and I was like, "Hey, Bug, I don't know if you've noticed, but a few of those occasions," and I kind of just showed her like had arms crossed, leg up, like whoa fuck, and she goes, "Yeah, that's why my arms are crossed because like the freaking jump scare is going on." The dinosaurs chasing somebody, like T-Rex all of a sudden swam, and I was like, "What?" Like chased them through the water, and I'm like, when did T-Rex swim? It's like, but,
no, it did
yeah.
Well, that wasn't a T-Rex though. That was the second one, where there was that one that was in the water, or they're on the other island. I think that was the second one.
Maybe, man. Yeah, but the like in this one though, it's like I'm pretty sure it's T-Rex, but like they're in the raft trying to like paddle away, and the T-Rex walking in the water until it gets deep enough. And I'm like, he's gonna turn around any second, and no, he went down under the water and swam beside him or whatever. And I'm like, what? Like, he swims? Aaron's like, well, yeah, but it's still shallow. It's still fairly shallow there. It's not like he's going out in the deep water or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't think he swam at all. I thought it would get deep, and then he basically turn around and go back to land or whatever, but
Who's got the little arms?
Because then they get the dinosaur that the main big bad dinosaur that they created, the D-Rex. That's like seeing this massive carnivore, and I'm like, like humanity is fucking nuts. Like we would actually create like if. Even though these are movies, but we would actually create shit like that. Oh my god, let's make it bigger and badder. And then we wonder why people got eaten because it escaped its pen and chased people down and tore them in half or whatever. And it's like, oh, what the hell, guys? So, but yeah, it was good. It was. Found out that the theater across from us is like, I think they're privately owned. I think they've been owned by the same family for like the last quite a few decades. I guess it's like the generations of the same family have kind of been passed down. And so that's cool,
Hey, you don't see that much anymore.
Nope. You see like all the name brand ones that are like the
Yeah, AMC's.
Yep.
$25 for a ticket. Like, fuck you.
That's on discount too.
Mhm. Then spend $60 on popcorn and soda.
I mean, it was roughly about that. I think
Well,
the
like
tickets for us was like, yeah, I think the tickets were like $60 or so for all of us. And then,
yeah.
you know, of course, like I'm thinking like, hey, let's get like everybody's like, Zoe's like, I want to get, can we get like not just the one? Because usually I'm always a popcorn guy. Like I always get the large popcorn. And then I have to fight with Erin. She's like, let's put cheese and some sweet. No. It's like, we're just popcorn, salt, and butter. You know,
That's right.
That's what we're doing. We're not putting.
Well, I mean, I get it because we used to get the nacho cheese like powder you could put on popcorn or whatever.
Man. And I mean, it's good, but you know, like for me, it's always been the butter and the red popcorn salt or the orange popcorn salt or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's just for me. It's like that's like the movie experience. But like I understand
and
you don't want to add sweet stuff
like,
to it.
It has to have. I don't know, like I always like the ones that have the butter dispensers that you can use.
Yep, put your own butter on there.
Butter on. Yeah, dude. Because they never put enough on.
the theater. This theater actually has they have their little, you know, where you put your self-serve stuff on there, but they also have a little like a little compartment there that has like the little plastic cups. Like the one we used to go to back in Nashville, I had to ask for them because I would get like, hey, can I get 2 extra little cups that they come with a little plastic lid, and I would fill one up with the popcorn salt and one up with butter, and I would still butter because you get a large, so it's only going to go down so far, you know.
Yeah, so you don't have to go back out and get more.
Yep. Like I wish I could. I joked around with them back there in Nashville. Like I really wish I could have you guys fill it up halfway, and then let me go. You know, butter and salt it, and then come back and have you guys fill the rest of it up because it'd probably be good. But when it's this tall ass large popcorn, basically, you know, I'll butter it, I'll salt it, I'll shake it a little bit. Of course, usually they'll fill it up too much, or where you're trying to shake it, you lose a little bit of popcorn off the side. And I'm like, oh well, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and then you butter it, salt it some more, and then of course you fill little cups up. And doing that in the dark. You know, when you're in there in the theater, especially like the Jurassic World, this one was 3D, so we had the 3D glasses on, so every time I was going to add extra shit on it, I had to pull the glasses up because I couldn't see anything. I'm like, I can't tell if I'm dumping the whole little cup in there. So Zoe was like, can we get an extra popcorn so that way we don't have to pass the other one down? I was like, what, you don't like sharing my popcorn? Because I mean, I can eat the whole large popcorn, but usually if I'm the only one that got popcorn, and like they might have got like some sweets or whatever, you know, Zoe would grab like a large water for her and Allie or something. I'm like, if you guys want something, let me know. You know, like we're here. Like, oh, can I just get these like Twizzlers? Okay. I was like, well, I'm gonna get a large ass popcorn because that's what I'm doing. But I'll get through like half of it or something, and at least a few points throughout the movie. You go to hand it over to Erin and ask them if they want any of this. And so she'll start to pass it down, and popcorn will be gone for the next 15 or so minutes, and then all of a sudden, like, she'll be handing it back to me, and I'm like, oh, okay. Cool, all right.
Oh, I forgot we had this. It's been so long.
Yep. Yeah. Then Zoe, of course, is like, can I get my own? So that way, like, we don't have to, like, pass the other one around. Like, that's fine, I don't care. But her and Allie, they were going to share it, because they usually sit, you know.
You got your own money? Go for it.
No, I mean, I was fine. I'm fine with it. So.
No, I'm just messing around.
Yeah, I know. But so her and Allie are planning to share it because they usually are sitting next to each other. But then for whatever reason, because we picked out 5 seats, because I guess when we were buying the ticket, you know, at the counter, they showed us a little touch screen that said, well, the black ones are all the ones that are available right now. And so we picked our 5. Yep, so we picked our 5 seats, which I thought they were further back in the theater, but they were actually 3 rows from the front. I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't realize we were this close. But they're recliner seats. Okay. So.
Yeah, didn't matter.
Yeah, it wasn't like first row, because that would have been a lot worse, but like 3 rows,
Yeah.
A little bit close, but not terrible, you know. Plus, like, that's kind of why when we're up on there, where you had 3D glasses and like the D-Rex was like right up on this guy, like as he's trying to like slowly back away in water to get away from this, and the D-Rex is slowly walking through the water, slowly catching up to him, and it does this roar like 10 feet from his face, and like me and Zoe were both like climbing the seat practically. Like, whoa, holy crap! Personal space, holy shit! Don't eat me! It's like the freaking Final Destination shit, because the whole thing, the opening scene is basically like everything is all goes to hell because of a fucking like Snickers bar wrapper.
Oh, really? Is that
yeah, because they're coming into it's like 17 years ago they have this where they're doing they have a new facility, and they got this D-Rex that's like a bit where they combined it like a T-Rex with couple other things. It's like it's mutated and has a big ass dome head and stuff, and it's like massive. And they have these security measures where you have like one person inside with the key, one person outside with the key. They both do the countdown on their hand like 3, 2, 1, and they both turn the key so they can open the door. First, like one person to be able to. So they this guy's coming in and he's eating a Snickers, and then he finishes the Snickers, but gets up to the door. She said, "Hey, put that away. Let's go ahead." And then, oh yeah. Put the part away in his pocket. They do the countdown. They open the door. As he's walking in, it comes out of his pocket and falls on the floor. And then it's like because of a breeze inside, it's like it's following him, as they're walking through the different corridors. And we're me and Aaron are looking at each other, like, oh, this is gonna be bad. This is like we're like Final Destination shit right here. We can just tell. And and they go through one of the little corridors, and they open the door. And as they go through, and the doors are closing to seal, the wrapper gets sucked into like one of the little like events in the door, like where the doors actually like seal together. Like it went in that, and of course it sparked, and the doors just stopped with like a foot. Was still like a foot to close, like they were not sealed, and it.
Yeah, they weren't paying attention, right?
Yeah, and that short-circuited and shut, and because of that little problem, it shut down the entire security system. Like all grids got basically like disabled, and including the containment for the D-Rex or whatever. And so all of a sudden, like beep beep beep, oh crap, all security, oh man, security's been blah blah blah. The D-Rex, he got out of his pen, whatever. So everybody's trying to cut like running out of this main area into these areas where they're closing the door, and of course the guy that had the Snickers bar, as the doors are closing, he gets stuck in that main area with the D-Rex, and his coworker, they're gonna like open the door, like they do the countdown, like, hey, go ahead, put your key, come on, but as she's getting ready to turn her key, you see her vision go up behind him, and her eyes get big, and she pulls the key out and starts backing away from the door, and he's like, what are you doing? Let me in. And of course, you see the big ass figure slowly walk up behind the guy, and we're like, "Oh fuck!" He's trying, "Please let me in, please." She's like, "I'm sorry." It's like not like you just partially open the door and let him in and close it again. It's fully open the door. So she's like, "Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry." This D-Rex has like 6 limbs. Like it has the regular 4 limbs, plus it has the 2 that would normally come that the T-Rex normally has. So that's why it's like heavily mutated, but it's like stuff out of nightmares. But to the point where where it can reach and pick something up, that it's like a creature that's gonna either grab him and bring it up to his mouth or whatever. So if you see these claws kind of just grab the guy at the door, and he's screaming like, "Ah!" She's like, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Well, do some apologizing now." It's like, so it's like, oh fuck. So it's like, man. It's like,
awesome.
Can you imagine that? We gotta watch something else now, cause
gotta watch something funny and happy,
Throwing a cartoon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man. Whew. I don't know if we would have got to see the movie with Alex if we realized just how bad it was going to be.
Well, you should have. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, the first one wasn't too bad. I mean, people got eaten, but you didn't see like blood and gore and shit. It was like, what was that, PG-13? I think the first one was.
Yep.
Classic, the OG. That book is on my list. I was talking about it with somebody yesterday. It was yesterday. He was talking about Spielberg and stuff, and like, you know, yeah, like how early on or whatever, you know, like Jurassic. I'm like, you know how like critically acclaimed Jurassic Park and everything. I'm like, yeah, that was a book though. He didn't write it. You know what I mean?
Man.
He's like, oh, I didn't. Yeah, Michael Crichton. You know, fucking yeah.
Yeah, so he wrote the book, and Spielberg was the one that did the movie, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, Spielberg just did the movie. He didn't write it. You know what I mean?
Man.
It is a whole series. You know.
Yep.
That's on my list now. I've totally like so many books are on my list that I don't know. You know, which is a good thing, I guess.
Yep. Well, the one to see the How to Train Dragon about, so I was like, but since Aaron and Allie, we were through Jurassic World, I was like, so what do you think, like, would you be okay with us seeing Jurassic World tonight? And next week when I'm off, we'll try to go see, you know, the How to Train Your Dragon. She was,
Yeah.
all right, fine, twist my arm. Like, okay.
I mean, you've seen it before. It's just live action. The Jurassic Park is new. It's a new story,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
I don't know if they're still following the books or not. I don't know that much about them, but
It's like they
I
have
know like
Lilo
Lost
Stitch
World,
live action.
you know, there's Jurassic Park and Lost World are both, or what was it, Jurassic Park, Lost World. There was definitely a book. There's more.
Man.
I just don't know how many were based on the books or not, you know. Liberties, of course.
And the other Jurassic Parks, or Jurassic Worlds or whatever, like whatever the team that was trying to accomplish something that was then basically losing members of their group because dinosaurs were eating them. Like I don't remember a lot of them actually accomplishing what they came into. Like they might get like part of what they're accomplishing.
Yeah, they never did. I mean, because you know they should have been messing with nature.
Technically a part of the company you got eaten.
Yeah.
So then they decided
Inogen or whatever it was called.
Yeah, Engine or something.
Yeah.
Well, this one is different. It's like Parker or something. It's like a company called Parker or something. And they were like, well, we need these samples for like to make medicine for like heart disease or whatever because these creatures that are this big, they live over 100 years, whatever. And but then they like every time somebody died, I was like, oh man, like the one guy was getting chased up a rock, like a rock face or whatever, because he was having them pull him back up because there was one of the pterodactyls that they had modified was chasing them up the rock, and then they thought they got him up over the top, only it was the pterodactyl came up there, and you see like the feet of the guy sticking out of the pterodactyl's mouth. They're like, oh yeah, he's eating. Like you guys better run.
Awesome.
Then that one guy they thought for sure was dead because he did the flare, you know, luring the D-Rex away.
Oh yeah.
And so he's like slowly walking, like he's like chest high in water, trying to you know maneuver away from the boat to try to draw the dinosaur away. And the dinosaur is slowly following him, and he's barely moving in the water, and the dinosaur's like very quickly catching up. And I was like, had that one hand over like one eye, going, man, I don't want to watch this. This could be really bad. But then it pans away back to the boat, and they get away, and I guess they see a flare shot. And I'm like, did he fucking survive? I'm like, oh shit, he lived. It was like probably the flare right before the dinosaur could eat him probably went out, so then he lost him. So it's like, oh, sweet, he survived, awesome. But the bad guy,
oops.
yep. I guess if there's like two of the people that were there getting paid or whatever, it's like talking on the side before the other guy got eaten. They're like, hey, we should. What if we don't give it to the company? What if we give these to the world, like make them available to everybody, so that medications for everybody, not just for the chosen.
Yeah,
like,
how about that? Can you imagine?
She's like, yeah, but we won't get paid that way though. I mean, $10 million,
exactly.
you know.
That's how it is. That's why nothing is free.
I mean, the company would probably try to screw him anyway. Well, our representative got eaten out there, so we're not going to pay you for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun times. Yeah, I was actually going to work Saturday technically, and then because they told when I came in Saturday, I think when I talked to you, I chatted with Lighthall a little bit before then. Tried to ask them like, hey, what days of the week do you know are you busy, or what days of the week do you need me the most, whatever. And they're like, well, you can either do Sunday through Thursday because we need you Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the extra coffee mill run. Or you can work Tuesday through Saturday. Like, we don't care. Like, really, you should just talk to Rex, because Rex is the one that has to set your schedule. And I'm like, well, Rex told me to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, yeah, I'll talk to him. And then by the time I finally got back, I was like, technically that was kind of, even though I didn't work Monday night, I was kind of still technically day 6 for me because I started on Sunday. Monday, it ended up being like early afternoon. I realized, oh, I'm off tonight. Okay, cool. Caught a couple-hour nap, went to dinner, and so Saturday afternoon, I was finally like, I was kind of leaning towards, because I technically kind of want to do Sunday through Thursday, but then at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but to get an actual full weekday off without me getting off in the morning or by noon and then going somewhere to take care of something, I thought Tuesday through Saturday makes more sense. So.
Yeah. That's kind of what you did anyway.
Yeah, I figured maybe get back on the day schedule that I was doing. So, but when you're that tired, though, I was like, I kept typing up a message to Rex, and then deleting it and then retyping it because I would like, no, I got to change what I said. I got, not gonna say, oh shit, got to reword this. So I finally just sent him a voice clip. Say, hey Rex, so here's what we talked about last night. I was like, I'll admit, I was like, I'm kind of leaning towards Tuesday through Saturday, if that works for you. Like, I would work tonight, but I'm fucking tired. Like, I really think maybe I should just call it for the week and then come back Tuesday night. And he called me right off the bat. He's like, well, I'm pretty flexible. Like, so whatever works best for you, like, whatever works for their schedule. Because obviously we need to be available as much as we can for their busy days for FedEx. He's like, because they'll work with us, because I guess the line haul guys would tell him Rex, he's like, we'll try to give you the longer runs, because I guess he's thought of pretty highly, here
right.
in Kansas City, and then I guess they're talking to him and talking me up, saying that they're like, just a little while that I've been there, they're like, well, we really like having Blodgett work with us, because he's comes in and does what he has to do, and we don't have any issues with him. And I'm like, well, it's what I've been trying to do. Show the work ethic.
Fucking nightmares, people working there, man. Jeez.
Must be.
You're just being you,
Yep.
Just doing like everybody else should be doing. Yeah, that's funny.
Yep. So.
I mean, it's good for
you.
you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So he's like, well, so they're really happy that you're there. Blah blah blah. I'm like, well, I was like, well, hopefully they get us into something. Because I said right now Tuesday to Saturday, but if that other contractor falls through on the coffee mill runs, I said, I'll jump back on that. He goes, oh, trust me, like if that falls through and we get it, you're back on it. And I'm like, sweet.
Mhm.
Like 6-day week where it's not actually that bad, I don't know if I'd want like a 6-day week doing 500, 600 miles, because I might actually get burned out by that 6th day. But the doing the length of the trips for like Coffeyville and then doing Olathe, a little 40 miles there, 40 miles there. It's like it wasn't that bad, but like when I got back for Nebraska, I was like, holy shit, I'm tired. It's like 600-mile day, but it wasn't hard. It was just long,
Yeah, all the cornfields.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
so much you had to take video of it and put it on TikTok and other shit. Yeah.
Well, that video took off on YouTube. It's like 800 views right now. I was like, holy shit.
Really?
Yep.
I keep forgetting about YouTube because I'm always like watching other shit on there. One of the J456.
Yep.
He plays Call of Duty Zombies. He's doing a mapping contest, so I've been watching his videos of him playing these maps that people create, zombie maps and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I've been watching that at least. Yeah, it's pretty good. And the cool thing about it is that if you have it on PC, which I do, you can download those maps and play them yourself, and they're free. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So like, yeah, there's some pretty cool ones. I'm like, oh, I got to do that one. I got to do that one. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's just fun watching, because he has a death count, and I think he was up. He's on like the 9th or 10th map or whatever with the one last night that I was watching.
Yeah.
I think he's at like 80 deaths or something. Because that's the whole the thing behind it is supposed to be the theme is rage maps. So they're all hard, really hard maps. You know what I mean? Where you really got to figure shit out, and you got to kind of die a lot. It's funny.
Yep.
It's good content though,
Yep.
And YouTube's always got that shit on the top for me because I watch it the most, I guess. That's how that works.
Yep.
Along with like all the other zombie shit. That's really all I watch YouTube for anyway.
Yeah, I came because I watched. I guess because I've watched some like Titanic videos that people have up there or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's just like I have Game of Thrones shorts popping up all the time. Like, come on,
Apparently, there's like a ship actually, like a Titanic too. I was like, is that really being built? And I was like, holy crap, that's really being built. Like,
yeah, it's like 4 times the size of the original.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they say like Titanic compared to like modern cruise ships was tiny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
so,
that, I've seen those comparisons. Like, oh, this is the Titanic compared to like a Carnival ship. It's like, oh shit, that thing was small. It was like half the size.
Yep. So like a Carnival shipwreck would be like a massive wreck on the.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Those things. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen them, like in person. I have. Never been on one, but like going through Baltimore, frequently. There's a Carnival terminal right there. Yeah, I mean, you'll see them in dock. You're like, holy shit! Can't miss it.
Yep.
Just take a skyscraper and put it in the ocean, and that's fucking cruise ship. Yep, that's right. Level up. I got to level up yesterday. I'm going again to Reading, and there's another scale on 222 North. They were in there with it open, and I got to level up, and I'm like, yes. I don't got to pull in there.
Yep.
Just drove by and waved. See ya, suckers.
Yep. Yeah, I went into on my way back from Great Island, I went into a Love's to do a pit stop because they had Arby's in there. I debated, like, do I go in here and hit a pit stop and grab a breakfast burrito or breakfast wrap, or do I wait and hit Petro, hit the Iron Skillet and get like an omelet, whatever. And I was like, I'll hit Love's. Why not? I'll go in there because I thought, well, I'm gonna check their mugs, see if they have, what they have available.
Oh yeah.
Every Love's down here, like I bought
$18.
Well, no, because I've got the the one I bit, my coffee cup technically was 16, but it's like the metal insulated with the screw lid or whatever. Which at first I was like $16. What? But then after using it a couple of days, I'm like, oh, this is nice. Like, oh, crap,
it's totally worth it.
Like, I think I've had it. Cause I being that it keeps it so hot, I can't drink it right away. Like, I literally, and I think I got it at like 2:45. But then I've the loves up there, because all the loves that I've hit down here locally, it's like they all have the biggest cold drink one I found is like 32. And I was like 32 is great, but like I was looking for at least like the 42 or something, or like a 40ish. I didn't necessarily want 64 because I think that's a little bit too much. But if I get like 40 something, I went into a Love's up there to hit the bathroom and grab a breakfast wrap, and it was like right off the bat, I came out of the bathroom and I saw their little stand that had the mugs. It was like, holy shit, 54 ounce, awesome, that works. You know, where it's wide enough
cold
that
drinks. Yeah.
Where it's wide enough you can have it on the floor and not have to worry about it's gonna fall over on you. So I went ahead and bought that, and went and grabbed my wrap or whatever. But it was weird though. I was expecting it to be like roughly about the same price because of this big ass mug compared to the coffee mug I got. Guy rang me up, $7.50. I said, are you sure that's right? He goes, do you want to pay more? I was like, no. But I was just curious because I paid $16 for a coffee mug that's like 1/3 that size. That's like, about a little less than half, I guess, because 24 ounce for the coffee mug and like 54 for the for the cold one, And I'm like, yeah, that works. All right, cool, But I got a couple more of those. I did buy like two more of those 16 or the 24 ounce coffee mugs like last week or whatever. That I brought them home. Even though they were both still wrapped in plastic, but I think one of them might have fallen because I got them home and like one of the lids was fucking broken on one of them. It's like, man. So it's like I saw found a website that I'm pretty sure I could order a replacement lid. Because I tried to do the cheap thing. I took the lid into another Love's that had another mug, but it was unwrapped, already. Like it was up on the shelf unwrapped, and I saw it had saw the lid. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna like casually just like swap a lid. I swapped it for that one. That one's fucking broken too. I didn't realize I got back after the trade. This is cracked too. Shit. So I was like, well, I guess I'm ordering one. Because I wasn't anywhere near the Love's where I bought it to take it in there with the receipt and be like, yeah, this one's busted. Could I like trade it out?
It matters which one you get it at. Unless they don't have that one, whatever. Yeah, unless they don't have one to replace it.
Like Erin claimed one of them as soon as I got home, and I showed her the bag. I was like, hey, look, got a couple of these Love's, keeps hot and cold beverages, like hot or cold up to 6 hours. It's like, cause I think I brought an orange one home and either an orange or a yellow, I think. It was like I brought an orange and a yellow, or red, like a red and a yellow or something like that. And she took the yellow one and was like, oh, so I want that one. Okay. But then she fills it with like ice water. I'm like, that works, I guess. You drink ice water out of it, I guess. I was like, that wasn't what when I see these, I don't think ice water cup. I think, hey, this is like, hey, you're gonna get some coffee or hot chocolate or something, But whatever, do what you got to do. Do what you want.
Yes, sir. Yep.
But I think they did a PM on the truck when I came in because it was parked in a different space. There was plastic on the seat. And they had we just look at the fifth wheel and saw the little lines of the grease, So I was like, oh, cool. They got to my truck while I was off for a few days and stuff. They actually do. They actually keep up with stuff out here, whereas like out there, I don't have anything against Jimmy, but it's like I don't know what he did, like because he didn't run in the trucks. Like he'd come out and run if like there was extra loads that had to get run that he didn't have the drivers for. He would end up working it. But stuff wouldn't get like taken care of on the trucks. It would be like stuff that we'd have like 7 or 8 trucks. And he'd be talking about like oh yeah, like you guys are slip seating right now because of like we have such and such trucks at the shop, whatever. But it's only it's a couple more weeks, and they're like next couple months we're still slip seating. And like, all right, you keep saying that like we're gonna be back to a sign. But that never happened. So odd. Get that part of the road where you're like,
Well, I can't hear anything you're saying. You keep cutting out. I was
I
trying to
wondered,
pass this utility truck, and I was like almost past him, and he fucking sped up.
oh wow.
And there's this fucking asshole bobtail behind me, and I can't just get over. You know what I mean? I gotta fucking slow down and give myself room before I get over.
Yep.
Yeah, people just I don't understand. Like if somebody's passing you, fucking let them pass you. Don't fucking speed up.
Yep, that's what they do.
There's a reason I was passing you. You're fucking going slower than I was.
Yep. Well, once they pass you, get back over in front of you and slow down. They're like, what the hell, man?
Of course, the bobtail that came up on me was like on my fucking ass.
Oh, yeah.
It is, a big truck.
Yep. I love when they fly by you like they're all impatient, but then
So
you guys both end up.
I gotta gradually slow down. I can't just fucking slam on my brakes. Not that you should ever do that, but.
Like people fly by you.
And all that
for
for him to get off at the fucking exit, like half a mile up the road.
Yep.
Crazy.
Get by you and cut over 3 lane.
Yeah, you must be in that area that just sucks for whatever reason.
Break it up on you quite a bit. Yeah, who knows? Hey, Verizon, can you hear me now?
This call is now being recorded.
Yeah! What's up?
I wondered because I still had it. I reconnected it to the truck Bluetooth.
Oh God! Why would you do that? No, I'm kidding.
Because it temporarily like played on the radio, but then it popped over to the headset. I was like, "Ooh, okay, cool. It's gonna work this time."
So you don't know how to switch from your headset to your stereo on your phone? Like there's not a little button you click to.
You gotta go into like your Bluetooth connections and select what you want to connect. It'll show them active, but I'll have to like hit connect. Which I was trying to do.
See on mine it gives me the call when it pops up, it gives me a list of phone, speaker, and whatever devices I have connected.
Oh, gotcha.
So normally when I have it connected to the radio and the phone, I gotta hit the headset to select that one. Because it'll default to the radio. It always defaults to the stereo for some reason. And the stereo, the stereos are shit.
Yep.
But that's the way it is.
I guess on the call it has that little drop down where I can select that. I was trying to do that.
Yeah.
It can't.
It wasn't.
So when I was at Love's, I went ahead. I kind of like pre-planned. I like reverted my phone just to be on the same side. Just kind of like restarted it.
Yeah. I got you.
Well, let's see if this fixes whatever problem we have,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
First world problems.
Yep.
Anyway, it sucks too because Janelle called and John was on for like the last 45 minutes of my ride out here. But like I said, I tried calling you and it rang 2 or 3 times. It went to the Google user you're trying to reach is not available. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was on the move when he called, so like I never got these little.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good.
I was even like I had it disconnected from the radio and was listening. I had the podcast playing through the speaker on the headset. So that way I was like, all like, just in case, I'm gonna stay disconnected.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
No worries.
But I was like, yeah.
We'll figure it out one day. Or not.
Yeah, I think I got a, I think I ended up getting a trainee at the Arby's when I was getting a breakfast wrap, because on their menu it says like sausage, egg, and cheese, but usually what I do is I'm like, can I get that, but could I get bacon and ham and no sausage? So yeah, that's fine. Ham, bacon, cheese, that bacon, that's fine. I'm cool, all right. Because I'm not really, I'm not really a huge fan of like patties when you get from like
Okay.
restaurants, because a lot of times they don't cook them enough. Like
Yeah,
they're good,
true.
but they're,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're pre-cooked when they get them, but they don't like, you know what I mean? They don't cook them enough, reheat them enough, I should say. Like on a flat top, or they might even nuke them.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Burger King likes to nuke things that you don't even realize they do. Yeah, their burgers are, they have the flame broil or whatever, the conveyor they go on. So that's the real deal, but like, so sometimes if they're sitting there long, they'll fucking throw them in the microwave. I had a friend of mine used to work there back in high school. I mean, it might be like a lot different now, but
Yeah.
anyway, good
But
times.
so I usually when it's the assistant manager, like this one lady that's working quite a bit whenever I'm there, and I guess at the point now she like she put my name. You know, they ask you your name for the order,
Right.
and I kind of thought about it when I had paid. There was this guy that she was like, all right, so here's what you do. You type, you key this in like that, blah blah blah. And then after ringing up my order, I realized I was like, she didn't ask for my name, but I looked at the receipt and Chris, oh, okay, hey, you got the name on there. Cool, awesome. She goes, yeah, I think I got it down.
Well, if you
Very cool.
pay with your card, sometimes it'll put your name in there automatically.
Gotcha. But
I've seen that.
then she asked the guy working, she said, so you want to do it? And he's, yeah, sure, why not? Okay. And so I get the order and I get on the road and I bite into it and I'm like,
Sausage in it.
I mean he put bacon on there, but it's sausage, egg, and cheese, and so like I was just pulling
To the ham.
it was like no ham, whatever, and so I pulled the two half pieces of the sausage patty, just threw them in the bag, and basically it's bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm like, that's fine, whatever. But I was like, he was right there. So I was like, I mean,
Yeah, but he didn't make it. Or
yeah,
did they?
no,
Did he
did.
make it?
Yeah, she went ahead and let him make it, but I was like, he did the sausage, egg, and cheese, and then added bacon, and I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Yikes.
But at one time I came through there was someone else working, not even the assistant manager, but some random chick. And of course I'm like, yeah, can I get the wrap? But instead of sausage, can I get bacon and add ham, please? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. And I got a biscuit.
Oh.
Like this burrito looks pretty compact. And I opened up like,
Yeah.
man, I got bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Like, oh yeah, I mean it was good. I was like, that's not what I wanted, man.
Retards.
I was like, I
That's
wonder
not nice.
if
I shouldn't say that.
It's all good.
I mean, they type it in a computer, it puts it up on the screen for whoever's making shit, and they look at it. Like, how hard is that?
Or like at that place, it's the same person that rings you up goes over there to make it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how she rate, but I don't know how to look at the receipt, but when I got the biscuit, she rang it up, and I didn't look at like the actual description of the order on the receipt. I just noticed that like if I get like a wrap and since their hash browns come in, potato cakes come in like ordered for like two or whatever, so it's like $7 even, like right at $7, and so. When I got the biscuit, I noticed it came up like $7.75 or something, and I was like, "That's weird. Like, why is it different?" And then, of course, opened it up. And okay, that's probably why. I wonder. She rang it up as a biscuit instead of the. I was like, I ate it. It was fine, but yeah.
Well, there's also. I mean, I'm not saying like she didn't understand English, but maybe she didn't understand your mumbling. I don't know. Or maybe she didn't understand your clear voice. It could be either way. Some people can't understand clear speech because they're, from the country or whatever. They don't not like this, they don't understand what you're saying. I mean, People hear what they want to hear.
Yep. Like, I just heard you owe me $1 million, dude. I was kidding.
Yep. Right.
Oh, wait. Oh, Janelle's paying it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Janelle will be like, fuck you. It's all good.
I think she, where was she going? She's in Lancaster right now. She has to be there by now. No, they're doing road work up here, and it's only, so it's a thing, it's a 2-lane road. It's Business 222.
Damn.
There's enough room for both ways to go, but like people get cones in between them, then they just can't they can't do it. You know what I mean? It's like they get scared and they go like 5 miles an hour. And then, I've gone through 2 light cycles already and I haven't barely fucking moved. And they have people down there like directing traffic and stuff too.
Yeah. So you get a green and creep forward about 5 feet and stop again?
Yep. I mean, they also could they stop traffic to let backhoes and dump trucks and stuff in. 'Cause they're tearing up the road with laying in pipe and pouring gravel and, you know what I mean? They're putting a new, water line in, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's got people like this who now the light just turned red and they're completely blocking the intersection. Because, they had to go.
Yeah, the fun
So
ones are
when the next cycle goes, we're going to still be sitting here because they couldn't wait another cycle.
Yep.
They had to.
Yep.
So now the cross traffic goes and they can't go anywhere. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Have you ever had them where, like, your direction lasts, like, a minute or two, but then when it turns green for the other side, it's like 10 minutes?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Where you're like, why are they still green? You get green, yellow, red. What the?
Uh-huh.
So I moved 2
Yeah.
feet, then it went red again, and the other side was green for 10 minutes, then, hey, green, red, shit. All right.
Now this is a little more even right here, but it's like a 5-point intersection. And I'm on the main part of it, so.
Damn. I had one, back when I was driving for Hope, doing the local stuff, going down to like Laverne and coming back or whatever, and like there was this one intersection I fucking hated because like literally one side would stay green for at least 15 minutes, and I would just be sitting there on my, with my red light going, I've been here for 12 minutes now, what the hell? And
Yeah, that's a little insane. 12 minutes at a red light, that's kind of crazy.
And it said like no
like
turn
the
on
sensor's
red,
bad or something.
so
Of
like
course.
So of course you try to turn right, and finally I think at some point I found a lot of us you see like cars sit there for about 5 or 10, almost a full 10 minutes, and then they finally just drive through it, and I'm like, I don't want to, but
yeah, the light's not. It's like the sensor's not working. I know in PA you can do that. If there's no traffic or whatever, you're at a light for more than 2 minutes, you can like run it, and it doesn't change.
Damn.
But that's if there's like no traffic. You know what I mean? You're not doing that shit in the middle of the day.
Yep.
No, there's freaking flashies up there. I bet you my coworkers in front of me. There was 3 trucks there again today. I know one of the cones was laying down. I bet you he ran it over. The flagger lady was picking it up.
Man.
I mean, they got it pretty tight in here. Not for nothing, but. Oh, those cops are inside the sheets there. Okay. Some sketchy shit going on here in Reading. Cumru. Township of Cumru. I'm sure it's pronounced differently, but that's how it's spelled. Cumru. I'm sure it's like Sumeru or I have no idea. I'll have to ask Janelle. She still lives out here.
Or it might be like Cume. You're like Cume.
Yeah. Cumru. Come on. You ain't gonna change my mind on that.
Yep, I'd probably see it the same way.
Mhm.
Yeah. Had a did a DoorDash order for stuff from Dollar General yesterday. Mainly
Oh, I
needed
didn't know
like
you could
either
do it for the
coffee.
dollar store. Well, the Dollar
What?
General is
Yeah, well,
more like Family Dollar, but
I'm sure they, the different places would probably be on DoorDash where you could have somebody go there and shop for you.
yeah, I deleted all that stuff off my phone. It is totally not worth it. Sorry. I got to. Well, this is just a personal thing for me. Like I got to stop being fucking lazy and actually,
Well,
because
I
it
go
ends
there
up
for
costing
like
you
grocery stuff.
way more. Oh,
It's
I
not
see.
that
I see.
not too bad actually. Like, cause like I don't do it off like I stay away from Uber Eats as much as possible.
Yeah, and I know Uber Eats is a ripoff, man.
And I
I just
try
got
not
rid of
to.
all of them.
Yeah, like Instacart. It's nice and convenient, but that you're paying a little bit more for that. Like DoorDash doing groceries is actually not too bad.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little bit cheaper, and if you're doing groceries, you can
Sorry,
actually.
continue. I was just saying that
No, it's all good.
it's not good for me. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, especially like if you're
You're. It's not like
go out or
your
need
wife
to
can
do
go
it,
out and do the shopping. She ain't got no money. She's not working, right?
and her car's got out of commission.
Yeah, her car's out of commission. Yeah.
She could technically take the Buick, but she kind of she's like, well, I don't want to drive the Buick, and then like I drive a 20-mile commute to a workplace, and then I end up killing it, and then by the time I get a car, then Zoe has a car, but her car's busted. I'm like, yeah, I gotcha. Plus like she would hit speed bumps going pretty fast. I'd rather get her a used like
Not
SUV
a
that
boat.
she could.
Yeah. Not driving a
Yeah,
boat.
not one that she can bottom out on it.
Uh-huh. I got it. That, she needs to get her license.
Yep.
That's right.
I
I'm
mean, no,
calling you
not buying
out.
another truck.
I'm calling you out, Aaron. Get a fucking license. It's not hard.
Yep.
Sorry. Not that she listens to this crap.
Probably not. She'd be like, I'm so bored. It's all the same stuff. All right, whatever. I mean, it's weird. I don't know because with like my where I hosted out of like Captivate or whatever, all it shows me for downloads, it shows me like how many downloads I had on whatever day,
Right.
and then it shows
Yeah,
like
where?
what countries. It doesn't show like
Yeah.
states or whatever. Versus like I think if because Rico was saying that he's hosted through Spotify, and he doesn't do his podcast anymore, but he said that whenever he was doing it, he would get some random downloads. It would show him what states it came out of. And I'm like, well, that's cool. Like, hey, you got a couple in Washington or a couple in Florida. I'm like, all it shows me is the United States, one in Russia, one in
Australia.
Germany.
Yeah.
They
What's up,
always
all?
seem to
What's up, y'all?
Out here on the
Send us an email. Come on.
cracky.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Send us an email and explain to me why it's called a dunny.
This is a knife.
Yeah. Well, yeah, my now 3-year-old watches a lot of Bluey, so
Oh, yeah.
that's, Australian. So explain dunny to us. Thanks. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's it. I'm sure,
Dad!
I'm sure Alex has watched his fill of that as well. That's a great show. There's not enough of it though. Like they need to do more.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Bluey.
Yep.
It is one of the ones that Dallas watches.
Yeah. It's a great show.
One of my shirts I got for one of the Father's Days is actually it has like I think it has the dad on it, and it says like it's not something it's not something day or it's not a dad bod, it's a father figure or something.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And it, of course, like I always get a couple compliments when I'm out. Oh my god, I love your shirt, man. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I got. Is it a bluey shirt or is it just a dad shirt?
It is. Well, it's a dad shirt, but it has the bluey on the
It has
front.
Bandit on there. Yeah, the
Yep.
Bandit's a dad. Yeah, I know that because Sophia would watch it like all day, like the whole thing over and over and over again. Anyway,
Yep.
no, I have a blue T-shirt too. It's got the Bandit and Chili, the mom and dad on it.
Oh yeah.
It says like party like it's the '80s or whatever, because I don't know why. It's just what just what Jess got me.
Yep.
But everybody loves that shirt, especially Sophia,
Yep.
because she sees the well, she says bluey, but
Yeah.
it's the parents.
Yeah, I've got one that I believe has like looks kind of like it has the Harley Davidson logo on it, but it says like "World's Greatest Pawpaw" on it. And I got my
Nice.
that was like, oh dude, love your shirt, man. Like literally a biker walked by me as I was getting out of the truck, out of the Ram or whatever. Like, oh bro, love your shirt. Oh thanks man, appreciate it. Keep up, do the whole little like shake, fist bump, whatever type,
Mhm. Yeah, man.
I've got even because the license plate on the custom plate on the Ram. I've even had the last day I was in Nashville. I was like, I think it was at Walmart on the day that we were waiting all that long ass time for the movers I regret hiring.
Mhm.
Walked by, oh man, love your plate, man. Oh, cool, thanks. Yep. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep it, man.
Yeah, you gotta switch it over to Missouri.
Eventually, I literally just did the new registrations for at least three of the vehicles before I left, so they're
Oh, right.
they're good.
Well, you gotta do your license though.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
Don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, like right now. Go right now.
Yep. I'll detour off of the grass and
Yep.
the truck and trailer off that direction. Yeah, Sunday's gonna be fun because I work Saturday night, and I guess we have a meeting at the office right on the street from the FedEx hub.
Oh, okay.
I like
I got a
5 o'clock
meeting
that
today.
night or whatever. So
I have a meeting today at noon. Trainer meeting.
I'll actually meet a couple of the guys. What do you know?
Yeah. I'll actually be home. That'd be nice. Just call in from home.
Yep.
So it's a Teams call, so you call in and it's automatically muted, so you just sit there. Do whatever you need to do. You know what I mean? It's on speaker. Like, man, they'll get called on eventually. Say anything to add or whatever. They usually go over safety stuff and, what's going on, what's new, that kind of thing.
You'd be in the uniform shirt on your upper half, but then basically in your pajamas on the bottom.
That's right. So, just straight up boxers. Well, it's not a video call.
Yeah.
It's audio. Although some guys have called in on video before, I just laugh. Like, we don't need to see what you're doing, man. It's not one of those calls. It's, it's all audio only usually.
Yep.
Well, I did a Zoom call recently with my buddy Mike. He's the one he's a producer. He's not the director guy or do the cover work or whatever, but he's getting into life insurance, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So he was like giving me a spiel or whatever. Yeah, I got some life insurance from him. Threw him a couple bucks. You know what I mean? I mean, it's good to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, just a 10-year term. You know, nothing too drastic.
Well,
150,000.
like, oh gosh, it's what, so it's gonna be like what, 25 grand?
No, 150,000. But you know, we talked a little bit about like he was always asking about the book and stuff, and because he, you know, I can't. Like, yeah, let me. I'm like, shit. Yeah, let me do this now while we're on the Zoom call. I'm going to email you the manuscript so you can look at it. And you know, we talked about my idea for the audio, him and his wife doing it, or you know what I mean, doing like a sample. Then you know, we release it as a audio file on like Spotify and YouTube and all that shit. And you know, I have another friend of mine who does like graphic arts.
Yeah.
He does it like professionally for like companies and stuff like that. Like he's a freelance graphic artist or whatever. And I was gonna get in touch with him about doing some graphic arts for the video or the YouTube shit. You know what I mean? But I'm really waiting on the cover art. So they have they something a baseline, you know.
Yep.
But again, that's just like an email away, like somebody I knew from back in the day, and he was like put out a Facebook post or whatever. They contact them on this email if you know anybody's looking for graphic artwork and shit like that for like your business or whatever. But he might not even do this kind of stuff. I don't know. It doesn't hurt the email.
Yep.
You know, hey, can you come up with like some kind of thing for this? You know what I mean? And send him the audio file. Like, you know, see what, I mean, he might know somebody that could do it, if it's not him, you know. But again, that's like a little bit down the road. Obviously, when he said that he's going to work on it next week, so we'll see. He's going to do the prologue and the first chapter, I think he said, to start. Just then kind of go from there. Oh, he's going to do the prologue, and then just as a sample, you know what I mean? And then, we'll have another conference, you know what I mean, to see what I like, what I don't like, that kind of thing.
This call is now being recorded.
You!
I don't know what happened.
There?
You're in mid sentence, all of a sudden,
beep.
boom.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? What the hell?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, well.
I guess
But I was just prattling on about
decided
dumb
to
shit anyway.
hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just, ideas are coming out, and, eventually
Yeah.
we'll get there. It'll get out there, and,
Yep. Well, it's like, I've got a couple of, you could say, publishing companies that keep, messaging me every so often.
Yeah,
we're offering this deal, and I'm like, I'm not in a position to do it yet.
that. I still wouldn't do that, even if you were, man. They're supposed to be paying you. That's how it's supposed to work. Everybody I talked to said, don't do that. Don't.
What do they say about them? That they steal your work, or?
No. It's just that, like, they don't. It's just a business. They don't really have any interest in what you're doing. They're not going to give you any feedback or whatever. They're going to put your shit out as is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, with the couple that I'm getting messages from, I'm actually leaning towards not necessarily submitting what I've already got with them, because they kind of offer ghostwriting too, and so I'm kind of thinking about maybe giving one of them a shot, but starting a new project with them, like saying, like I've told you, let's do it, like, because they're like, oh, if you put this much like this, the dollar amounts aren't that big as far as like, so it's pretty affordable, but I'm like, but I don't know if I. So I mean, but for the price of it, I think I would give it a shot, because I know it wouldn't really be out that much. But they're like, "What's your project?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Well, I have a couple projects, but I think I'd probably have you guys ghostwrite for me, and go back and start a brand new." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we could do that. Just like whenever you're ready. Like we have a deal going on." And I'm like, "How's it work?" Like, well, you put like
you pitch them an outline and they write it, right?
Yeah, kind of. Or you get on the phone with them to talk about. So
right,
but
but they would get more of the profits from that. That's the other thing. Like
well,
you
according
either
to them though, they
traditionally or self-publish, do it by yourself. Amazon KDP or whatever.
Well, Corey, these ones, they were like,
go to a
well,
printer and get it shit done yourself, which is expensive as fuck.
You get 100% of the royalty or of the sales, blah blah blah. Your full ownership of the book, and I'm like, I'll look into them to check them out, but I have.
Well, yeah.
I'm not like.
I'm just saying, everything I've heard from other writers that I know that actually have stuff published on them that did them themselves. It's so that have gone that route is they just want their money and they don't give a shit after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they'll do you promotions and stuff if you paid for that, but after that, forget it. Especially if it's not doing good, or they're not going to tell you if it's shit or not.
Yep.
Like that's why I'm still pushing. I'm sending out query letters to agents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It takes a long time. It's just that everybody that I know has done it. It just takes a long time. They probably some of the major ones probably.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to find the agents that work in whatever your field you're writing in. I have crime fiction and fantasy, but I've only ever done the crime fiction shit because the fantasy's nowhere even near ready. You know what I mean? But I have two pretty much done. Oh jeez, my manager's calling. sorry about that. I'm back.
Did you hear that?
No, I'm not going to talk about it on here. It's just I got to retrain another driver. He made a boo-boo, and our operations manager was in town, our corporate trainer's in town, our regional manager's in town, obviously our terminal manager's in town. They all got it, and it's shit rolls downhill kind of thing. And now it's on me to show this driver a proper way to do something.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody who's been here longer than me, who's been doing this job longer, been doing pneumatics longer than me. However, I will say this. He's been here this whole time, and this is kind of a newer thing for him, but he should understand the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At 20 years or whatever he's been here, he should understand the mechanics of it, of what we have to do. So, yeah. And it's like being looked at on a microscope. So, because all these people,
all the big wigs,
management, and then the management of the mill is also was a witness to this. It's not good.
Oh yeah.
You know. And it falls on me because he's one of my guys. You know what I mean? I think I didn't train him, so he's not like really under. But he's one of my guys out of my terminal, so that I train for. So it's like, this will be the third one that I've had to do some retraining on.
Oh yeah.
Because stuff. Listen, in this industry, stuff changes all the time, procedures and whatnot. We gotta change up what we do. We had to change up our washing procedure for FDA standard. You know what I mean? It had to be changed up. Stuff changed. We had to change along with it. FDA standard. We have to meet that criteria. So we got to do extra work. They pay us for it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They pay us for it. So, but we got to do the work, and I think guys are slacking.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, it sucked. I had to re-dry a trailer this morning. I have a thing, anyway, I have a procedure to do it while I'm getting a preloaded trailer. So I have to dry the trailer I bring down as I'm picking, and I got to pick up a preloaded trailer. So I have time to let it do its thing while I'm getting my paperwork and confirming things on the trailer that I'm picking up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I have like the system, and I think guys aren't grasping that. Like they think they got to sit and like with the trailer as it's re-drying. Like you don't. You gotta.
I got you.
You gotta follow the steps, and then when you get to like step 5, not to get involved in this, but when you get to step 5, you need to let it run. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You need to let it run. You don't have to sit there and watch it. You know.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, then you can go.
Yeah,
like I don't know if it's a timing issue. Like I've complained about like, hey, they shouldn't have given me a redry. Like I was late. Not my fault. They dispatched me wrong. It was a new customer. I ended up being like an hour late. And I tried to say like, well, obviously if I didn't have to redry, I might have been on time. And they're like, no, it shouldn't. They're like, no, that shouldn't affect anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, well, it did. Like, I could have just dropped and hooked. It would have saved me 10, 15 minutes. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't really made a difference. I was an hour late, but.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Like, it's just part of the job. So, anyway.
Yep. Yeah, it was funny when you did the Jeopardy theme when you came back, because technically, when I was on the silence for a little bit, I was literally like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's funny. Well, see, you're gonna have to edit that out. I'm sorry. No, fuck that. Fuck that. It's staying in. That 9 minutes or whatever. I don't know how long I was on.
No, I didn't do it for the full time. I did like one round, like boom, boom, but then another 5 minutes silence.
funny.
I mean, it'd be cool to like, especially like when I put like whenever I put you on hold in the past when you get the hold music and then it doesn't translate into the actual recording.
Yeah, I know it does. Yeah, it just pauses it though.
Yeah, it's like it just goes from like when I put you on hold to flips back, and I'm like,
coming back. Mm-hmm.
Huh. I was like, it should be like the hey, it's like 10 minutes of music. What do you know? And then okay, we're back. Like music comes off, and we're back with Mr. Goldberg. Hey, how's it going, sir?
Yeah, you gotta put a commercial break in there. Is what you need to do. Pause for commercial. Wait.
They do. Mr. Goldberg is my father.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just Dave.
Even though I
so there's, and my boss, as training goes, is in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like he's seeing this, and it's not really against me. I don't think he sees that it is against me, but he sees that he needs to see that I'm going to take care of it properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a little like yeah, I know what I'm doing, and I could tell somebody till I'm blue in the face on how to properly do it. Whether they execute it that way is a completely different story. But apparently this guy's going to need to be shown the proper way, even though he probably knows it better than I do.
Well, the funny thing is he's been there a lot longer than you. So
I know, but like I said, this whole redrying thing, like he's never had to redry trailers before. Like maybe once in a blue moon or whatever. But like is he gonna tell me that he redried it in high spire and then drove it down, which is not what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're supposed to bring it down and redry it at the yard because that transit, even if you redry it in high spire with the humidity and stuff, moisture can still build up in there. Now, once it's down there and you redry it, and if it sits long enough, maybe, if it's not properly ventilated, but again, I can't get into all that. I just got to do what they ask me to do, and and I'm sure he's annoyed. The driver, I'm sure he's annoyed. But it's kind of like, you want to keep working here, you need to just let me talk and do my thing and go through the motions, and you need to execute it this way. You know what I mean? It's not because you usually don't know what you're doing. It's just, this is how it is now,
Yep.
And I'm the last one to be like, I'm better than you. I'm not like that. I want you to be better than me. You know what I mean? So I don't have to work so hard.
Yep.
To have to do all this crap. But anyway.
Yep. Yep.
So, good times.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was calling me, because I had to redry one this morning. I thought he was calling me and giving me shit. That it wasn't done properly or something. Just give me a hard time about it, but.
Yeah.
I know it was, so. No, I did question the hose on it. The hose still had it had so they washed the hoses out with a power washer or whatever. It doesn't always get everything sometimes. So there was like a little bit of flour that was caked on there, but I'm pretty sure I got most of it out. Again, it's not a big deal like that. It's not like the lining was still good, so and the first load you run through it, it'll all come out. But like I redried a trailer for like 35 minutes because of that hose. Only because of the hose. The trailer was dry within like 5 minutes. Like there was a little bit of moisture. That was all gone. I hooked the hose up, which I usually don't have to do because of that shit in there. I let it run for like 35 minutes with the hose on, with hot air running through it, and it was still not residue, the wrong word, but like you can still see like the walls. Like I can't reach my hand in there. You know what I mean? To defeats the whole purpose. Yeah, I could recontaminate it. You know what I mean? Just like, anyway, good times. All technical stuff. Nobody cares. I don't know. Maybe somebody finds it fascinating. Yeah. So you're on the home stretch or what?
I'm on my way up here, probably about a mile away from 35. Still like, it says 47 minutes out. Because the GPS always wants me to go 35 all the way up into Kansas City and connect to 70, and I'm like, I don't.
Nah.
It's not a bad route. It's just you end up on a couple of the tunnel, where you're going through like the tunnel overpasses,
Mhm.
And so I'd rather like connect to 435. It actually loops more outside the city or whatever. So it's like that's a little easier.
Yeah.
Usually there's like a lot more. It slows down a little bit because there's a little bit more construction and whatnot, but it still seems quicker doing that, even though the stop and go, whatever. So it's like trying to go to Aaron's mom's house or whatever. And we went over there for the 4th. I'd gotten off. I got home at like 12. Yeah, that day was fun. Literally that day of the 4th, I didn't sleep at all. Like I was up before work, like at 10 p.m. or something the night before, and went in at like 1 o'clock, and made it home by like noon, picked Aaron, Allie, and Zoe and Alex up. I thought I was just taking Aaron, and then I was going to come back and catch a nap, and then me and the kids and the grandkid were going to come up there, but I showed up at home. Everybody was like already up and getting ready to go, and I'm like, oh, so everybody's going right now? I'm okay, cool, They're like, yeah, Mom won't let us stay here, I'm like, oh, well. Sorry. I think you know how it is. I can't overrule her. Like if she says you guys are going because Betsy wants everybody there, then guess you gotta go,
Yeah.
But I went out there still intending to drop them off, go home, catch a few hours, and then come back or whatever. But like on the 4th of July at the lake, they when everything's open, like when it's not a holiday, they literally come in the entrance, check in with security. Like Betsy she usually has to put us on a list so that we can pull up.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we're here for Betsy Stewart. Oh, okay, cool. What's your last name? Blodgett. Okay, cool. Because I guess if we're not on the list, they won't let us in. So
yeah.
But and usually, like literally, to get to her house, you come in the gate, you go past the clubhouse, which is basically like it's where they have like a restaurant. You can go to eat or whatever, kind of like a country club type stuff, And you pass there, you go across like a bridge or like a dam, pretty much, and then hang a left, go down just a little ways, and there's their house. But like when they're doing the 4th, the dam is closed because that's where they set up all the fireworks. So then you have to go the other direction and literally go all the way the hell around the freaking lake from the other side. So it would take like 5 minutes to get to Betsy's house at the lake. Takes like 25 minutes because speed limit's like 15 miles an hour, and you got to go probably at least a couple miles around, and you have to stop because there's golf carts and whatever that are also traversing that traffic lane. Mm-hmm. So it's like I made my way around there.
Can't go over 15.
And then and then to come out, I think some of them can get like 20 miles an hour. I think because some of them
probably.
like because that's Allie's totally fine, even though she doesn't drive cars yet. Whenever we whenever we're at the lake and we take a golf cart out, like she'll drive the golf cart just fine. But she'd be like pedal all the way down. And like her and Zoe are up front. I'm on the back holding on for dear life. Thinking like, all right, Alec, if you can take the turns a little bit slower, so like if I go off onto this pavement, I'm probably not getting back up.
Oh, good.
Like if we flip this bitch, we're probably not going to do very well.
Yeah, they think they're playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, because I would have gone ahead and got home if like when we got to Betsy's house, I was like, to get out of here, I probably have to go back the same direction we came in, right? They're like, I think so. Like I think the other exits, like the dam is closed, and I'm pretty sure that exit right over there is closed too. I think you got to go back the other direction. I'm like, it takes 20 minutes to go across there, and like I was already like zoning out because I was like I'd been up all night, and I was like, I don't know, like it is like that's why it's like I'd rather take like the interstates and the more direct route, especially when I'm working on getting home. It's like I'm not going to take these little back roads where you have to think a lot more, I'm going to take the interstate, get there. And there is a more direct route to get to Betsy's house, but like GPS, when we went out that way, it took us the route that, gets us off the interstate about 5 miles before her house. We're going through town and taking a couple of different turns and going down a couple back roads. And when we left, it took us right to 435, like half a mile away from Betsy's house. And she's like, I don't understand why GPS didn't bring us to this one directly when we came here. And I'm like, I don't get it either. But at her house, literally, I didn't change either because I was expected to come home, and then come back. So I was still like in my boots, still in my FedEx gear, and it's like I walked in there and they're like, "So you look really tired." It was like 4 p.m. at that point, after I've been there for a couple hours, and I was basically like, I might just tough it out and just stay here because fireworks are like 9:30ish at night or whatever, and they had some family members that were there. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to stay. I was like, I really don't want to traverse all the way around the lake again in my current tired state. I'm just going to say, fuck it, I'm just going to stay here. Because, like, by the time I get home, because it would take 20 minutes to get just out, get out of the lake, then it would take another 40 minutes to get home, and it was already like 1 p.m. at that point. I'm like, it's going to be like 3 before I get home. It's like I could then sleep for like a couple hours, and then wake up and come back. I was like, yeah, I'll just stay. So at a certain point, because like when we
did you have to say anything or?
No, actually, like it's funny because none of her step siblings actually, none of them came. Like I guess they're on the outs with Betsy or whatever because of like when Harry passed, all the kids, like all 7 of them, like Eric.
Oh, they got shafted, huh?
They all got like I think. They each got like $10,000, that right off the bat, like there's not
take a stick out.
And that wasn't it was made very clear that wasn't all of it. That was just what what they were being given like immediately. That there'd still be an estate afterwards. There'd still be a will, obviously. But just this is what was in the will that they would all get $10,000 immediately, like right after Harry passed or whatever. And I don't know because Betsy obviously is the main beneficiary of Harry, so like she obviously has the house and everything that's left. And I guess I don't know, like Aaron was kind of telling me a little bit about it yesterday about that they're kind of there's a lot of that are not happy, they're not talking to Betsy or whatever because of like they feel they should get a lot more of the estate. Like they think that was it, that was all they're getting, and it's like, well, Betsy's still around, so. Like obviously you're not gonna get the house or any money that's Betsy still has in her possession. Yeah, it's like so. It felt weird because like for the past like 10 or 11 years, we've been coming up. Like they've been either coming up like FedEx box truck literally just cut me off and went off on the shoulder and then put his flashers on and stop. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's like. You could have gotten behind me to do that. Like, why'd you have to get right like 10 feet in front of me to where the little thing started chiming at me to, the distance warning. FedEx, come on, you know better. Come on now. But the last 11 years, it's like we go there and it was like a huge get together. It was like all the step siblings were there, and of course Aaron's sister would always invite people, so there was always like 40 to 50 people, for this get together at her house. And so Aaron would be in the kitchen for like, because usually we'd be coming up from Tennessee, so she'd be in the kitchen for days, basically just like, making different sides and making some main courses or whatever, and then everybody would show up and do the whole, oh, thank you, so good, then take off and head home. And then we would, we basically be on the hook for helping Betsy clean up or whatever. And it's like, last year was kind of I think that was the straw that broke the back for me. And this year I was like, I do not want to do that again. I was like, can we do catered or, because I was like, I don't want you to have to be in the kitchen the entire time and doing it. And she goes, I'm talking to Betsy about it because I don't want to do that either. And I was like, because then what would we have to clean it up afterwards? It's like, all right, like what are we getting out of this? Ooh,
yeah, I don't know, man.
GPS literally screamed in my ear, police ahead. I'm like, yep, they're still there, but you didn't have to yell in my ear that loud.
Yeah.
I was like, woo.
Hey, wanted to show you knew.
Okay, I'm
so
stepping
just like
out here now.
a bunch of family drama though, man, that you don't need.
Yeah,
but I guess it made
like
your visit this year easier.
It was actually
and you're like fine now because you have no sleep.
Well, the main downside to it, I mean, even though it was better, was the fact that like Zoe and I were like, because everybody, basically what we did this year is Aaron told everybody, hey, everybody bring something. Like either a side or chips or drinks or something.
Right.
So everybody that came, which there was, I mean, probably like 10 people, maybe a dozen. Basically, there were a shit ton of chips, and there was like maybe like four or five desserts. I don't think anybody brought an actual dish. Like Aaron and basically we brought some hot dogs, and Aaron made.
Aaron's a good cook. He's gonna make all the food, right?
So yeah, and then the adult beverages that they brought. Well, actually, I don't know if those are like her sister brought those or what, but there's like, oh yeah, that cooler over there. Like this cooler has the sodas and whatnot. That cooler over there has the adult beverages. We're talking like vodka water, and like drinks is like you try to drink it, you're like, this tastes like crap. Like, there's no flavor to it. It tastes like water with a hint of vodka flavor or vodka in it, and it's like, I'm like, okay. So I picked up drinks when we came back home because I was like, I didn't have any. I had like one drink at Betsy's house, but otherwise I was just drinking like water. Like the sodas they have are sugar free, like sugar free Sprite, and we're like, when you're on sleep deprivation, I was wanting that sugar. It's like drinking a Sprite, going, I'm still like dozing off here because there's no sugar in this, so it's not like it's really like helping me at all. So at one point, I think I went out to it got to a point where Zoe and I were like looking around at the food that we had that was actually available. It was all like snacks and whatnot, and she was like, I'm hungry, and I was like, well, I was planning to stop somewhere, after coming back. After coming back home to go to sleep, it was like I was planning to stop somewhere and actually like, pick up something. But then it was like I stayed and didn't go anywhere, so it was like, oh man, all right. But we had hot dogs and some chicken and whatnot, so I grilled those up.
Right.
And then at one point, because it was like 6 o'clock, and I was fading. I was like, I was even looking up. All right, how much would it be if I was gonna just Uber home and give Aaron the key to the truck? Like, here, you drive home. Whenever you guys are done tonight, I'm not gonna make it, so I'm gonna go home. But it wasn't gonna be too expensive if I did it, but like $30, $45 or something for me to Uber home. But I was like, I don't know if I can make it in those 3.5 hours. I'm dragging ass right now because it was hot
but
too.
You didn't have like a room you can go pass out in for a couple hours.
Not one that
like
people
a guest
would.
room or something.
She has a couple of bedrooms, but none that they have like Katie.
I don't know.
Aaron's sister has a couple kids that are really little, and there's other people that actually. So they wouldn't be rooms that I could be left alone in. People would disturb them. It's not no lock on the door or whatever. She's like, well, why doesn't Chris nap here? And she's like, well, Mom, he has CPAP because he has a sleep apnea or whatever. and like he needs it dark in the room. She's like, oh, okay. And I didn't, of course, coming over there, I didn't think about it until after I got over there. I was like, I should have changed out when I was at home. So I'm not in my freaking boots all day, not in my freaking FedEx shirt all day. And maybe got ahead and brought my CPAP and tried to barricade the door and maybe try to catch a couple hours nap. But by the time I got over there, decided, I don't think I could get home and get back here. It was like too late at that point. So.
You didn't want to be the fun uncle passed out on the couch with your head back and your mouth open?
With drawings on my face or whatever.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Wow.
So then I was like, hey, so like let's go out in the Ram, because I ended up having to pull the Ram because her driveway is like steep as hell. Like I'm always afraid to park in it, and so like I'll end up setting the e-brake on the Ram whenever I park in her driveway. And I pulled in just a little bit, just enough to get off the road. And of course, then my brother-in-law Kyle was like, "Any chance you could pull your truck up, like up towards the garage, so that way like we have a couple friends that are gonna be showing up. That way they could park behind us, behind you." And I'm like, sure. I wasn't smart at it. I said, maybe. He's like, maybe. Oh, you're a funny dude, man. I was like, yeah. It's like when you did last year when I was asking for help. You're airing up that freaking
the island. The Rass Island.
Yeah. He was like, I don't remember that. So I was like, sure you don't. But I mean, I pulled it up, and so after we ate, Zoe and I went out. So I was like, hey, Zoe, I'm gonna go sit out in the truck with the AC blasting, maybe because I was like, my phone was literally at 10% at that point. I knew I could charge it in the truck. I didn't, I could have brought a cord in or whatever, but I was like, I don't really want to stand at the countertop or have my phone just plugged in inside charging. So I was like, I sat in the Ram. She came out there and joined me or whatever. We had the AC blasting. I was like, I tried something, where you have you got the knobs on both sides for like volume and then like volume on one side and then treble, like balance on the other side.
Right. Right.
I put my phone up there
I don't
and
have
set it on top of those knobs. Oh, you don't have
I have touchscreen. I have the touchscreen.
It got all fancy.
Yeah. Well,
so like I put my phone up there and it was just perfectly set up there. I was like, set my phone there and I was like, I'll be damned. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, your phone. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So then I
see what you're
I turned Netflix on. It was almost like I was like, I wish my phone was a little bit wider because it would have been like a bigger screen. But
you get just Pro Plus bullshit.
Yeah. So it's like surround sound because it was playing on the Bluetooth, playing in the truck speakers. So like we're watching. Yeah. I think I put on let's see, what is it called? It's that series where there's a big prize of like 45 billion, and it's over in Korea or someplace, and they're.
Oh, it was, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know, I can't think of it right now.
That's like the name's on it's like one of those on the tip of the tongue, and I'm like, I know what it is, but I got, fuck. So.
They had an event in Call of Duty with that. Why can't I think of it?
Oh, did they? And they're coming out
with
they
did, like first season or second season of Call of Duty.
Like American version too, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're coming out with so that was
Squid Game.
Oh, Squid Game. Yep. That's what it was. Yeah. Yep. Because where I stopped, I guess, is around the time when I hadn't watched it in a while. Was where the 456 when he won.
Yeah, they just put out a new season or whatever.
Yep. So I'm like, oh wow, all these new episodes that I didn't even know existed.
And it's all dubbed and stuff, right? It's dubbed in English.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean. So we started watching that, and I guess people at one point, I think Kyle, my brother-in-law, he's putting some of the swimming stuff back in the garage, and Zoe's laughing, going, "At least they're not having us do that shit right now." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm not gonna do it. I'm not down there swimming, so they could do that shit." I was like,
that's right.
I figured with my tire level, I'm probably not gonna. Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna go down and swim because it's probably not safe. Swim swim a little bit out, swim a little ways out, only to base. He'll be like, "Oh crap, I'm tired now." But he came over to the window and was like, "What are you doing, man?" And I was like, "Oh, just literally pointed out my phone up on the dash. I'm just watching Netflix." He's, "Oh, cool. All right, okay. I wondered. Let's sit down here." I'm like, "Yeah, got the AC blasted. Just trying to stay awake till fireworks tonight, so I can go home and sleep."
Yeah.
Once it got dark, it was like, "Oh man, that's pretty badass." Like you're in the dark and you had the phone up on the dash. It almost looked like I had the.
It's almost like you're at the
TV
drive-in.
Yep. I'm like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." She goes, "Yeah." And then it was still because they were like, "Oh." I guess Aaron was like, "What? Like, you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I was like just trying to stay awake, trying to keep myself somewhat alert until it's time." And she was, "Okay, well, fireworks is about to start. Me and Mom are down by the dock." I'm like, "All right, I'll be down there." So we came down there, and fireworks started really late. It's supposed to start like between 9 and 9:30. It was like 10 when it started. So we're sitting out there, kind of going, "So, when are they gonna do this here?" Like I could have stayed there, kept watching Netflix in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Oh man." All right, GPS. I'm
Hey,
turning
you
off
made
the
the most of
notification.
the situation, so you got through it.
Yeah,
Here you are
I
today.
managed to stay awake. It's like I don't know how I did it, but we got home and went to
You did it.
hit the convenience store, grabbed a few more actual good alcoholic drinks, and some actual food since we really hadn't had much. And
Right.
we put on a movie. I think we went to bed at like 1 a.m. or something. So I was like, I literally did not sleep at all on Friday. It's like,
You gotta stop doing that shit, man.
it
I
happens.
mean, I do the same shit, and I always tell I can't keep doing this. Like, it's not healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like so hard to, you can't ever get that back.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Betsy could. She was all like, she was wondering. I guess she thought Aaron and the kids are going to be there like really early. And Aaron was telling her like, we only have one vehicle. Chris will be home by like noon. Well, yeah.
She just chooses not to drive the other one. Well, how come her mom could come and get her?
That I pointed that out. Because I was like, because she's like, she wanted her over there because people are going to start getting here early. Kind of want you guys here to, help out with stuff or whatever. And so when I was on my way home from the terminal or whatever, Aaron was like, "Yeah, Betsy's freaking out. How far away are you?" And I'm like, "Well, I just got back to the hub, so probably like 30 minutes." I was like, "I'm dropping the trailers now. It'll be a minute." I was like, "I'm hurrying." She goes, "Okay, thank you. All right." And then
well, she should have came and got her.
Betsy made a comment about sending an Uber, like, "Oh, well, I could have probably sent an Uber for you." I was like, "Yeah, but she was bringing stuff though." So it's like, "Yeah, but the Uber would have had to like pack shit in the trunk or whatever." And then like, I mean, it would have been.
Oh, I've done that. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and that would have made.
You ever, when you were doing that shit, you ever pick up anybody from like Walmart or Target, or whatever, and they have like 1,800 bags?
I had it happen a couple times, but it wasn't as many as I thought it would have. Because I think a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people end up doing that because they're like, "Well, I don't know if I want to fill up their trunk with groceries." I'm like, "Well, I mean, I've done it. Hell, I've even helped them carry the shit up to the door. When they.
Yeah.
Not going to go in their house, but I'll bring the stuff up to the door, to help them out, And they still.
No, I picked up somebody at Walmart. It was two ladies and a kid.
Man.
They had like 16 bags.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm like, what if I didn't have a pickup truck and you couldn't put it? Like, what were you gonna do? Like, I don't know if there's all this crap would have fit. I didn't say that, but I was just thinking it.
Yep.
Anyway. And it was like pouring rain and shit too. It was great. But I, did the help to bring the stuff in the house and whatnot. Well, to the door. They had like a sliding door. to like right to the living room or some shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
When I was doing the box truck part of FedEx, they actually told us like do not actually go in anybody's house, like no matter what.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, So even though I kind of broke that rule at least once, because I had one occasion where I think I was bringing a package in or something, and or was bringing a package to the door, and it was like a lady that was like, hey, can you help me with such and such, or can you? Because I think it was a furniture type package. So she asked like, hey, any chance you could drag that down to the room? And I was like, how far it is it? Because we're not supposed to go in the house. She was, it's just literally right down the hall. I can't lift that. My boyfriend or whatever, he's not actually here at the moment or something. And I was like, oh, sure, I guess. But I think I managed to get down there, and I thought I heard something. It was one of those from like a horror flick where like I got into the room, but then I thought I heard a sound. Yeah. Other side of the room is like, yeah, okay, I'm gone. I'm going out. I'm going back out the door now.
What are you doing in here?
Here.
Are you my next lunch? What? Lady? Hello?
I kind of came in there kind of like hesitant anyway, and I just came in there with the get in and get out approach. I'm like, all right, drop it, go.
Yep.
Because I've heard too many stories where somebody came in there and like literally they walk in the door and you hear click because they close the door behind them. And oh fuck. And we're not armed, so.
Yeah, no, you don't have no pepper spray? Oh, you're not a mailman. Because you got attacked by a dog or some shit, didn't you?
Yeah. Freaking dog kind of got the jump on.
Yeah. Cray.
Yep. It's all good. I got a settlement offer from that owner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you got your Ram, right?
Yep. Yeah, police cops are out in force right now. They there's at least 3 vehicles pull over with the motorcycles behind them.
It is the season. Slow traffic, next 3 miles. What? You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Yep.
Oh, Scheiße.
Yep. Although I'm pretty sure I know how they're nabbing people. I passed an overpass a little while back, and I'm pretty sure I saw a motorcycle sitting up top, looking down on everybody.
Sure.
Probably like, all right, this
calling ahead.
Yep, this car, red truck, black truck, red Jeep, whatever.
Yeah.
10 over the speed limit. Then of course, which makes sense because it's probably how it happened to me back in Georgia. When I had a ticket because I moved my phone because it fell off the dash. And I didn't have a mount. And I picked it back up, and within like a mile, I had flashing lights behind me. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not speeding. What the hell? You were looking at your phone. What were you doing?
No.
Changing my Spotify selection.
Yeah, well, they fired somebody here for that, so that's a no-no as well. That's what the excuse they gave. They were changing their music.
Yep.
Over. I mean, that's a little extreme, but that's the policy. You know what I mean? They gave everybody holders. They're not the greatest, but.
Yep.
I mean, mine finally crapped out after like 2 years, but I got a new one. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, I know with the having the front-facing cameras and stuff, basically what I was told by my former boss was basically like, as long as you don't have your phone in your hand, you know,
Yep.
like switching stuff around. I mean, obviously, as long as you're not like trying to like text while it's up in the mount, but you know, just I'll just very casually, very quickly reach up and switch something or answer a call without having to actually take the phone out. You know,
Yeah.
that way I'm not handling it or whatever. Or if I have to do something,
Yeah.
you know, where you have to temporarily, like I'll lower the seat back all the way to the floor, go ahead, take the phone out on the lap, make the change, put it back in the mount, raise my seat back up, because then I'm a little bit versus like when I'm
Yeah.
like up at eye level with the camera, it catches it. Like
Yeah.
phone
You're
use.
changing the angles and whatnot. Oh, shut up, Lord. I'm almost back at the yard. I'm trying. I don't think anybody's gonna warn me about anything I don't know about already. A half a mile from the yard. 0.8 miles. I was close.
So what do you got to do after that?
Drop the trail and go home.
Sweet.
Yeah. Shoot, I was out at 1:00 this morning, dude. I'm
Oh,
going
wow.
to go to bed. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to bed. Yeah, I had it was a 4 a.m., but I had to redry that trailer, so I gave myself a little extra time. Which you do, you know, that's what you do.
Yep.
I'm glad I did, because even with that, I still left that. I got down there like a little bit before 4:00. I didn't leave out of there till 5.
Oh.
And it's a 3-hour drive. I mean, I can't. The place I was going to, like, I plan on getting there right at 8:00 because you can't start unloading till then.
Oh, yeah.
And even after I got there, I got a phone. I got a phone with I was on with Janelle and John for like half an hour. Even after I still was there for like 15 minutes before the guy came out.
I got you.
You know what I mean? The other guys will get there at like 7 and sit there and hang out. I'm like, that's.
Yep.
I'll use that extra hour to sleep too. Tuesday, August 5th, 6 to 8, High Spire Memorial Park, National Night Out. They do that. I want to take the girls this year to that. They do it in Enola too. Most towns do it, National Night Out.
Man.
We used to do it in my hometown. We have the fire trucks there and stuff, ambulances and cops. Yeah, everybody gets like, give them the tours and whatnot. Have them put on the turnout gear. It's hilarious.
Yep.
It's nothing like taking a picture of a little kid in full turnout gear that doesn't fit him.
Yep. Nice and hot too.
Yeah. Forgot to throw out my bottle, my empty bottle. Oh, we can do it tomorrow. But I had to stop. I got fuel. A whole 53 gallons.
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, I only got the one tank, so gotta get fuel every day. So I'm full for tomorrow, whatever adventures they have me doing.
I actually upgraded from basic to the next one up, gold, I think. So working our way up.
Yeah. Yeah, I never get that far. Only 53 gallons at a time, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's 70 something, but depending on what I do for the day.
Because whatever level you get to, I think you start at that one the next month.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I don't know. I got into platinum once, but
I'm pretty sure I'll hit platinum. I don't know if I'll get
not even funny.
I don't know if I'll get above that too much because, like, it says I got to do like 400 more gallons to get platinum or something. And but yeah, cool, all right. Because I remember it being a lot easier before, whenever I was fueling at Love's, and I think it's because I was hitting them up every day, and then I never really dropped down because I was always adding gallons or whatever. So
Yeah, and I don't always go to Love's too because there's not always one the route that I go on.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like doing the Reddings, you know what I mean? Yeah, Love's is really it's on the way back in Middletown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like 5 miles from the yard.
Yep.
But go somewhere else, you know, hitting the Flying J or whatever.
I am.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
Do. Little Cessna landing at the international airport. That's weird. That every day. See here. Truck stop Bob's. What am I at? Oh, I have 4 showers. Go. Hello?
Huh?
I'm trying to find my rewards. Where is it?
Canceled.
Unable to retrieve my Love's reward information this time. Please try again later. What's up with that? Wow. Okay.
Man.
That's weird. Yeah, it's not working right now. I mean, it has like my card in the wallet. It just won't pull up my points or whatnot. Anyway,
Yep.
all right, let me get going. I'm gonna drop this trailer and like I said, I got a meeting at noon, so.
Sounds like a plan, man.
All right, enjoy. I'll be out
Yep.
here later tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Maybe
Bye.
I could get Janelle on, maybe and
Yeah.
John. You know, we'll see.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
All right, man. Enjoy.
All right. Later.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.